We're going to simulate a left engine failure by taking our left condition lever to full cutoff. And you can hear the change in the engine noise, so that engine has died. We've got lots of adverse yaw, so we're going to apply right rudder. We're going to take that prop into full feather, which I still have to do with my mouse, and we're going to take the left throttle to full idle. We're on the downwind leg of the traffic pattern at the greatest airfield in the world, Coventry. Just get those cautions off. We're below 184 knots, so we can get the landing gear down. And it's incredible, actually, the stability still of the aircraft. I mean, you've got that adverse yaw thing going on, but the aircraft's still incredibly stable in the air. Right, we're in the white arc, so we're going to get our first notch of flaps in. Fight against that pitching up tendency. And we're going to start our left turn onto base in a second. You can see there the new prop mechanics working perfectly. The engine is fully feathered. It's not windmilling in the air and therefore creating a load of unhelpful drag. Okay, the airfield's about 45 degrees behind us, so we'll start to turn to the left onto base. A little bit slower than we'd like to be. I'd like to be about 140 knots, so just creeping just a bit of power back in. But yeah, I mean, other than holding lots of right rudder to fight that adverse yaw, it's incredible just how stable this aircraft is just with the one engine. Okay. So we're on base. We'll get our last notch of flaps in and get ourselves established at 120 knots. We're going to start our descent in. We're going to go full RPM on the good engine that we've got. 120 knots. Looking good. Just dropped a little bit slower than I would like. Avoiding that tendency to start our turn onto final too early. I think we're looking good. So let's start a standard rate turn onto base. For those that don't think that there is a standard rate indicator on the Glass G1000, there is a magenta line that appears above your HSI. It's got two white marks on it. The first white mark is a half rate standard turn. The second mark is a full rate standard turn. Okay, so we're established on the glide slope. We're 2 red, 2 white on the PAPI. We're a little bit on the far side, so just take a bit of power out, just pitch the nose up. We're 3 green, gear is down and locked. Lots of right rudder still in. Going to absolutely want to avoid using the reverse thrust on this turboprop as you land, otherwise you're going to create yourself all sorts of pain as you, you throw yourself off the runway, frankly. So she does need a longer runway to land in this state. And get ourselves established at 110 knots. You're just bringing that nose up, taking the power out. We want to be at about 100 knots as we cross the threshold of the runway, but we're looking pretty good, even with an engine out. So 115, a little bit on the far side, continuing to take the power out. That's 110, bob on, idle the engine. Remember, we're going to want to, the second that the gear touch down, we're going to want to take that rudder out. That I will have. Not bad. Not bad. That I'm genuinely quite proud of. So let's get some pretty heavy braking in. There we go, folks. That is how you land the King Air on one engine. I am really impressed with how fantastic the sim is. Not only does it look fabulous, but increasingly the realism is just getting better and better and better and better. As always, folks, I hope you're very well wherever in the world you are. Stay safe in the skies, and I'll see you in my next one.